Welcome back. This is the Cover Zero podcast. Today we'll be talking about our award projections for the NFL season coming up because it does start tomorrow. Also, after that, we're going to go through some the week one games to see how we feel about them, the wins and losses and stuff like that. First with the awards, because this is the newest award. We're going to start with the Offensive Line Year Award. Quadra, you go first.
All right, bet. So for the offensive lineman of the year, I feel like there's going to be a year two player that steps up in his position because he has to move to left tackle because his premier tackle got hurt in the offseason after getting his big paycheck. I don't feel like this team's going to be too good, but I feel like his impact is going to be felt, especially by Justin Herbert because he's going to need that. So my lineman of the year is going to be Joe Alt. I feel like he's going to improve as a pass blocker in his second year. You know, get better, like get technically sound more, like get more his technique right. You've been working out with Rashawn Slater all summer, so I mean, hey, and he already a good run blocker. We know what he be doing over there. I feel like Joe Alt gonna get his.
Okay. For me, I feel like how this do like this first year is go to like just like who has the best offensive line and who is the best offensive line out the group that has the best offensive line. So I feel like this will go to Lane Johnson just because he has been one of the best pass blockers in the last recent years. I know he had like a stat, like 2 years he led up a stat before he went against TJ Watt. But, you know, but even so, I feel like he's a good run blocker, a good pass blocker also. Quadra, you
Huh?
good?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So he's a good pass blocker and a good run blocker, but one of the best pass blockers in the league, in my opinion, the best. So, in my opinion, it'll go to Lane Johnson.
sure.
So,
Well,
where you want to go through next? You want to go to the rookies?
yeah, let's go to the rookies.
Okay. Um, which one
You
you want
go,
to go
you
to?
you go first for offense.
Offense player of the year. This is kind of just a weird one because, like, I don't know how many reps Travis Hunter's going to get. It's really right now. I got two people, Alshon Genty and Cam Ward. But I feel like it's gonna be Cam Ward just because like how I feel he's gonna just lead the offense. I feel like that offense has potential to be good with Calvin Ridley and Van Jefferson and others. So I just feel like Cam Ward is gonna just have a good passing season, to be honest. And then Genty is weird because I feel like Genty could have a good season as well. But I feel like they're gonna lean more towards the quarterback. That's what they mostly do anyway. So I feel like the offense player of the year, offense rookie of the year will be Cam Ward. Quadra.
All right, bet. You said one of my candidates already. I feel like Cam Ward's gonna have a great season. I feel like the Titans are gonna be more competitive than people think, but my offensive rookie of the year is gonna be Ashton. I feel like Ashton Genty is going to be one of those running backs that comes in, his first year and just goes in crazy, like Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Bijan. Like, there's so many examples of running backs coming in their first year and just putting up crazy production. I feel like the Raiders' offense is going to run through them. You see how much money they gave him. He's the second highest paid running back in the league as a rookie. So I mean, they believe in him. I believe in him. I feel like he gonna have a great year. I feel like he gonna have like 1,300. Like 1,300. He on my fantasy teams. He on both of them. So
Hmm.
I need him to. I need him to ball out. I need him to do his thing. So Ashton Jetty, yeah, I feel like he gonna have like 1,300, 12 touchdowns, 11 touchdowns. They gonna run through him. That they got Geno Smith now, but they gonna run that offense through Ashton.
S
So that's my defense rookie of the year.
You go for that one. So you think's gonna win
Um,
defensive rookie of the year, Quadra?
I got a obvious pick, and then I got like a sleeper pick. My like obvious pick, I feel like Abdul Carter is the most obvious pick. He's gonna get a lot of reps on defense. We already know how many, like, he's going to be a premier passer in the league. We saw what he was doing in the preseason. Um, they took him what?
Third?
They took him third overall for a reason. Like, we already know, like, how talented he is and how many reps he's going to get. Like, Travis Hunter could be an option, but I don't know how many reps he's going to get on that side. I feel like he's a better corner than receiver, but the Jaguars might think different, and they might try to use him on that offense for explosion. So I think Abdul Carter's going to do a lot. He's going to have like a Jared Verse type year. He might get more sacks, though.
Yeah, he's
Gonna
definitely
have-
gonna do more sacks.
But my sleeper is Jade Barron. I feel like he's going to be the piece that opens up that Broncos defense to stay the best defense in the league. And he's gonna make it so like he's gonna take more pressure off Pat Surtain. You can either play him in the slot or you can play him on that other side. You can play him on the field side. and he gonna do his thing regardless. I feel like Jade Barron, outside of Travis, he was the best corner coming out the draft. And if he can make his impact known early, that Broncos defense is gonna be good. I got Jade.
Okay. So, I mean, it's weird for like for a defensive rookie of the year because like it's a lot of good defensive players that came out the draft this year, but more than likely, it's really going to go to a edge rusher or a defensive lineman because more than likely that's most of the time it goes to. The obvious answer, in my opinion, should be Abdul Carter, just because he's just so versatile. Sometimes, like he's like a Micah Parsons type player. Sometimes he like on third downs, as you see in the preseason, lines up over the guard. He can line up anywhere during the pass rush situation. Also, he just great toughness, great bend, great hands, just a great athlete in general. But it's a lot of good players I can see that can win Defense Player of the Years. Names is Jahada Burn, Travis Hunter. Depends how many reps he gets. I can see Jalen Walker can get some votes. Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham. It's a lot of great defense players that came out this draft, and a lot of people can really get it. Also, Will Johnson. People been underrating Will Johnson because his injury record and like how he was like he went low because of his injury history. But I really feel like Will Johnson's gonna show out and be in that defense rookie of the year contention. So, but my pick is Abdul Carter.
Sure, sure. Abdul Carter finished up.
I,
He's like the guy who is that obvious pick. Like he's gonna be that Chase Young coming out the draft pick. Like who won it last year?
yeah,
Like
verse.
a pass rusher is gonna like get a lot of votes, especially if you get a lot of like it's gonna be easier for a pass rusher to get a vote than a corner or a linebacker like a Jalen Walker. I think Jade Barron could show like some big impact on Broncos defense because they're so good. He could be like Wyatt or like Cooper DeJean was last. They show out. They ain't get no DP defensive rookie of the year love, but in some ways, I feel like they should have.
Yeah.
I feel like Walker was a good pick too.
And
Yeah,
also
Jalen
with
Walker.
Shahada Barron, I feel like that also like a good pick because he doesn't just play on the boundary. He's more of a slot corner. So you're gonna get more of the action anyway. So come downhill, lay them hits in the flat zone, go up, get TFL. So I feel like he's gonna be used more just as like a corner because like his ability. But he can also play boundary too. So I feel like he's gonna get more in the action as being a slot corner on that defense. So that's a good pick. So we got either do coaching of the year, comeback player of the year. You want to do coaching?
Um, yeah, let's do coaching.
Is my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
My coach of the year is Ben Johnson. I'm really high on Ben Johnson in the Chicago Bears this year. I feel like he's gonna be a whole turnaround, like a whole 360. I mean 180, right? 180. But you know what I mean. But I just feel like that the offense is ready to go. I feel like Detroit, like yes, like Dan Campbell did a very good job fixing and turning the offense around, but I really feel like it was mostly Dan Campbell, not trying to knock mostly Ben Johnson. I'm not trying to knock Dan Campbell, but I just feel like Ben Johnson really didn't need a mover to the offense last year, in the last couple of years for Detroit. I feel like he was to bring that energy, the Caleb, Luther Burden, DJ Moore, Roman Dunze, Colston. I feel like that offense really is gonna move and take over. I feel like they will make the playoffs also too. So with that instead, and how many wins they won last year? Like 5, 6?
I think they won six.
Yeah, like I feel like they can possibly win 10 to 11 this year. So I feel that'd be a good jump to make him the coach of the year. Quadra?
For my coach of the year, I'm gonna say like the pick for the team that I feel like is gonna win the most games is John Harbaugh. Um, the Ravens, the best roster, honestly. Them and the Eagles are like awesome, but I feel like the Ravens are the best roster in the league. Um, Lamar Jackson, I feel like he's gonna have another great. Derek, I feel like it's like the team with the most wins this year. I feel like will have coach of the year. The coach of the year to me will be John Harbaugh. But I have another pick if they don't give it to them. Raheem Morris, the Atlanta Falcons coach. I feel like the win the division. Like the Falcons are going to come out and show people that they're a good roster too. They made some improvements on that defense in the draft. They made some improvements on that offense. Michael Penix looks like he's going to have a pretty good second year. And I want to see what I know. Raheem Morris had some mishaps in the past with him with some clock management, but I think he's a great coach still. Still think he's a good coach. I think he has that locker room. I feel like he has a hold on that locker room. I feel like they want to play for him. So I feel like the top win about 11 games. They can get coach.
Okay. So now we got comeback player of the year. Quadri, you start off first.
My comeback player of the year, I feel like it's kind of obvious because I'm high on this quarterback, and he played 5-6 games last year. Dak Prescott. I feel like a lot of people are asleep on Dak Prescott because he's a Cowboy, because he plays for the Cowboys, because the Cowboys don't win, whatever. But Dak Prescott is, when healthy, a top 10 quarterback easily. Like it's really not even close. I feel like he's gonna have a great season like that this year. The Cowboys might not be because they want to do dumb stuff, but we'll talk about that. They want to do something stupid, but I feel like that offense is going to be explosive, especially with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens being a new pickup. And Dak Prescott's going to do what Dak Prescott does. Like we act like 2 years ago, he ain't throw 36 touchdowns and 9 picks. Like if he does that this year, he's going to win comeback player of the year. He might get some MVP votes.
No, they're not making the playoffs.
But that don't he gonna get if he do that, he gonna get
He gonna
player.
come back in the year, but he ain't getting the MVP votes. Like
You'd be surprised who gets MVP votes. Justin Fields got an MVP vote when that year in Chicago where he was going crazy running the ball. He got an MVP.
He got 1,000. Yeah.
He got an MVP vote. You be Gino got yeah. You be surprised getting MVP votes. That can get an MVP.
I guess. But my comeback player of the year is also Dak. I feel like the offense is really going to be one of the best offenses in the league because they actually got a number 2 this year with CeeDee Lamb. They got a deep threat in George Pickens. I feel like the offense really is going to come together now. I was really high on them in general before Michael was gone, but I still feel like the offense is really going to be really good this year. I feel like he's still going to get to that Dak like 2 years ago, 2023. Then he led the league in touchdown passes. Dak is a very great quarterback. I feel like he's really going to show it this Thursday. Dak is my comeback player of the year. Now we are getting to offensive players and defensive players of the year, right?
OPOY, DPOY.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's start with DPOY. I'll put DPOY. The DPOY is up to, I got 2. I'm more 2. One of them is Micah Parsons. I just feel like Micah is really gonna I feel Micah's gonna take off this year. I know he has like something like some back stuff, but I feel like he's gonna play week 1. He was practicing good yesterday, but it's all up to the medical staff. But I feel like Micah's gonna play. I feel like Micah just he has to prove himself again because a lot of people have been talking how he's not a good run defender or he really hasn't doesn't lead the good defenses. How like the Dallas Cowboys defense hasn't been good for the last couple of years, but how much can an edge defender really do? That doesn't make sense. But I feel like Micah, how Green Bay is going to use him versatility wise, you're really gonna make him a DPOY candidate. He was for his first 2 years. I know he finished top 3 both years in the first years in the league, but I feel like this year Micah could really possibly win DPOY. And my second one, I feel like people just been like underlooking is TJ Watt. I'm tired of the disrespect. TJ Watt got snubbed twice. He got snubbed twice. 2 times he got snubbed. The year Aaron Darnold won it. Yes, and the one that Myles Garrett won, he had 19 sacks and like 20 TFLs. I don't care. Oh my god, the pressure rate, Myles, how he generates. That was the both arguments for Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett. Not because of the stats, not because of production, because how much the times percent they get double teamed. It's not my fault that
Oh,
No,
TJ
it's
Watt.
not. It's not TJ Watt's fault. It has good defenders around him. That's not his
Yeah,
fault. No, it's not. It's not his
yeah,
fault that he got good D linemen around him. That's
he
not my
got Nick
fault.
Herbig over there. He got
That
Alex
doesn't
Highsmith
matter.
over
TJ Watt is the best run defender in the league. He's been like that for the last couple years. Yes, his pass rush has dropped
there.
off
That's right.
last year, but he's been the best run defender in the league for the last
That
couple
boy
years. He has, Quadri.
not top 5 run defense.
Yes, he is. Quadri, he was, bro, PFF, bro, he was one. What are you talking about? Like, stop. He's the best run defender in the league. He
No,
is.
he's not.
Yes, he is.
No,
Yes, he
let
is.
me look that.
Look it up.
I don't even believe that, boo.
He
I
is.
don't believe that
Look it up.
shit.
And also TJ Watt, like he creates turnovers. He's a punch out. He always get punch outs. I feel like what you mean? He get an offense another drive. What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
He generated the most turnovers over the last couple years. I just feel like TJ Watt has been very underlooked. So I feel like TJ Watt will be your defense player of the year. Yeah, look that stat, Quadri. I know who I'm looking at. Quadri. He is the best run defender in the league. His grade was like a 91. Now what did it say? Quadri, I know my stat, bro. We can look earlier.
Nah, bro. That. Fuck all that.
Bro, see the TJ Watt disrespect right there, bro.
All right, it said he was first in PFF, whatever. But I still don't think he's the best run defender in the league. Max Crosby ain't played almost all of that. Miles
Huh?
Garrett is a better.
No.
And I,
No. Miles Garrett's not a better run defender. No, he's not. No, it's not.
bro, he get 1-on-1s every time.
Bro, no, Quadri, as a run defender?
Yes,
Bro, DNs don't get Quadri, stop.
not even the best
Quadri,
run defender
stop.
on his team.
Quadri, now you bullshitting, yo. Quadri, you think Cameron Harris is a better run defender than TJ Watt?
Yes,
I think he's
yes, I do.
stupid, bro. You stupid. You stupid. That's what you are. Oh my goodness. That's one of the worst takes I've heard in my life. You
Come on, now.
No.
All right.
TJ Watt is the best
Hey,
run defender in the league, bro. Stamp it, bro.
bro, we're not getting into this debate right now.
Ease, bro.
You were TJ Watt. Mind you, he's a Steelers. Quote unquote. My DPOY, I got 2 picks as well. Of course, I got Micah Parsons on here. I wasn't gonna have him on here originally, and when he got traded, I feel like that's gonna flip a switch. I feel like the Packers defense is gonna go. Their only hole on their team was their pass rushing. They got the top 2 pass rusher in the league. He might not be 2. Like if we're talking about
I'll say
third pass,
one. I mean, like Miles is good, but like Micah, he's like the last 2 years he finished top 1 in like pressure rate. Even like he missed 4 games this year. He was top 5 in pressures.
you could make an argument that Micah is the best. And then people been trying to sleep on his run defense. But Micah, I feel like he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder. I feel like that's a cliche, but like he wanted his contract. He going to the team in the same conference. The only hole they had on their defense was pass rush. He is that hole. And then he's Micah Parsons on a good defense, on a good team. If he puts up the numbers, the storyline's there. It's all in our face.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then I'm gonna also say another person because I feel like linebackers are undervalued when it comes to these awards. I don't remember the last time a linebacker,
Kuechly?
a stand-up linebacker, won Defensive Player of the Year. It probably was Kuechly.
Yeah, it was Kuechly in 12.
Fred Warner done got some love, but I feel like some of those years where like we was just talking about pass rushers. Like Fred Warner was the best linebacker in the NFL unanimously.
Yeah.
On one of the best defenses in the NFL. His impact isn't just all going to be in the stats.
I feel like if Fred he didn't get hurt last year, kind of like he played with like a broken bone in his foot, and like I feel like that last year was like a year. It was like okay, like edge rusher cannot win. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the best opportunity.
Like I could argue like Zach Bond should have won DPOY last year.
Yeah.
In years prior, like even like some more Kuechly years, Kuechly only got 1. In 2015, he didn't get it. Who won it in 2015?
I think it was Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack?
Yeah.
I mean, that might.
I think Khalil or no, Josh didn't
But
win. It was Khalil or
he's
Vaughn.
leading the best defense, like the best defense in the league, and they're not getting. I would say JJ Carter. JJ.
There's a why did oh, never mind. He
But
ain't
like, bro,
he ain't winning that.
yeah, it was JJ. And Kuechly got like 4 votes. But he had 17 and a half. But like Kuechly still led the best defense in the NFL. Bro, Kuechly was going freaking crazy that year.
Yeah.
Josh Norman even got something to say. But like, I feel like linebackers are undervalued when it comes to giving them DPOY votes. Like, we'll give it to a lockdown corner like Pat Surtain. We'll give it to Stephon Gilmore. I don't think we give it to safeties for real.
No.
But when they get a lot of picks, they get a lot of recognition.
Yeah, I mean, the last
And I
one
feel
who
like,
won it was
hmm?
Ed Reed? No, Charles
Yeah.
Woodson, '09.
But I feel like the linebackers don't get enough love because they do a lot.
Yeah.
Zach Bond was probably the best defender last year. If we're being real, Zach Bond did so much for the Eagles defense. He's probably the best. But to prove my point is, I feel like the best defender on the best team in the NFL is gonna be Roquan Smith. I feel like Roquan Smith is gonna like have a year like he did in 2023. I know last year he wasn't iffy, but he wasn't Roquan like he was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But like Roquan gonna be straight. Roquan gonna be good. I feel like he gonna have so many players around him that are like just locked in that he ain't gonna have to worry about like covering for these other linebackers like he was last year.
Out of all
Um,
linebackers, Roquan Smith?
have one of the best defenses in the league statistically.
Yeah.
Roquan, Roquan is
I mean,
oh
I can tell because like he can have a good season and like if they finish because if they have potential to finish first, is like points allowed and like I get it, but like I feel like Fred is better. I feel like Zach Bond as of right now is better.
but like the only way this is what I'm saying. The only way that I feel like the award people are gonna quantify a linebacker's success is by the performance of their defense. Even though the people around them may not perform, like may be really good players. Like on the Ravens defense, they got Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton's also a sleeper. He might be on that this year.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton. They got Nate Wiggins. They got good pass rushers. They got uh Jair, who just is over there. Like they have good players, but I feel like the only way to quantify a linebacker's success on defense and how good he is by the way their defense performs, and he's the leader of that defense. So I feel like that's how they're gonna do it. That's not how I would do it because I do feel like Zach Bond's a better linebacker than him right now. I do feel like Fred Warner's a better linebacker than him right now. But I feel like the way it's gonna go, if a linebacker were to get that love, he would have to be on the best defense in the league. And that's why I would have Roquan being a sleeper pick. Also, Kyle Hamilton could get some love in this too. Because he's on that same defense and he's a dog. He just got paid. So all right. Now
Offense play of the year. Your turn, Q.
first, only got one for this.
Okay.
And I've been high on this all off season. I wanted him on my fantasy team, but bro went like top 2 every trip. Bijan Robinson.
Mm.
Bijan Robinson gonna have a big year this year. What, 3, 4, 3? It's year 3.
Yeah. Yeah, year 3.
Bijan was showing that he's a top 3 running back in the league last year. I feel like it's gonna be a big year. That offense is gonna be so explosive through the pass game. It's gonna open up the run game so much. He's gonna get a lot of yards. He might take some starts. Coming up the backfield is one of them ones. I feel like I truly feel like this is one of them years where Bijan could go for like a 17, 18, like 400, 500 backfield at this 21 total. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Bijan is one of those players who can carry an offense, like not even carry because he won't have to carry weapons. He got Drake, uh, Pitts. He got he got people on that side to where it's like they can do their thing, and then he is gonna be the star that shines among them all. Type. And I feel like he's gonna have a big year. I don't even got a second one for this. I feel
So my pick, you go McQuadra? All right, so my pick for you good?
yeah, I'm sure.
All right, so my pick for Offensive Player of the Year is a running back, but it's Jahmyr Gibbs. I feel like Jahmyr Gibbs, because as the offensive coordinator says for the Detroit Lions, that Jahmyr Gibbs would get more in the receiving game, be more line up as slot. So I feel like he's gonna get more in the receiving game. Plus, with that two back system with David Montgomery, how like he can just burst out, he get them great carries and stuff like that. I think fish like 15. No, how much we fish with like 13 on it around there.
Yeah, I think it like
14. And like, yeah, like Dave Montgomery was out for the last couple games, but even so, well, I feel like he would have like C-Mac season like in 2023 when he won it because how much more he gonna be used in the receiving game. Also him in the running back game. So I feel like just yeah, has like I feel like he's gonna have a more overall like better season, like using the receiver help also. So I really lean on like his receiving help with this Detroit Lions offense. But I still feel like Jahmyr Gibbs is gonna be one of the best running backs in the league. I feel like he will be first team All Pro. Just how high I'm on this year. So my offense player of the year is Jahmyr Gibbs. So MVP, right?
112.
1412.
And 16 touchdowns.
Yeah. I know
I
he
see where you coming from, but like I feel like Demo is so important to that offense as well. That they gonna get a lot of enough overdue Bijan. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but
I feel like even touches it would be a combo.
yeah, I just feel like with the receiving touches, I feel like he's gonna just overlap him just a little bit. Now, MVP, man. Man, oh my God. I see something so crazy. People have been talking so bad about this team board, but about my boy. I don't know why. The MVP is gonna be Patrick Mahomes. I'm tired of the disrespect. I seen, I think it was NFL Good Morning, bro. I seen them as a 7 seed. Are we serious? I see people putting the Denver Broncos over the Chiefs in the AFC West, and Mahomes is he's gonna show y'all again. I'm tired of disrespect of Mahomes. I have some people saying Mahomes not gonna make the playoffs, the Chiefs not gonna make the playoffs. Like, it's too much disrespect. I feel Mahomes is gonna show y'all why he still is the best quarterback in the league. I know he had a little down year because of players of injury. That's what it is. And when your players, when your star receivers, when your first wide receiver one, wide receiver two receivers are hurt, you're gonna have a down year. Is what it is. Now, you saw we got Marquise Brown back. See what happens. Xavier Worthy, he's going to be a good wide receiver one until Rasheed Rice comes back. And we know where Rasheed Rice clicks back, it's going to get scary hours for y'all. So my MVP is Patrick Mahomes. I'm tired of this disrespect. He gonna show y'all Friday. He's gonna show y'all Friday, bro. I'm tired of it. He's gonna show y'all Friday. Q?
I, that's crazy because my MVP is also Patrick Mahomes. My MVP is Patrick Mahomes as well. I feel like with the Rasheed Rice thing, they deter me a little bit because how long he gonna be out? Like
6.
6
Only 6 weeks.
at the end of the season?
No, at the beginning, only 6.
It's 1 through 6.
Yeah, it's only 6 weeks.
So it's like that deterred me a little bit, but I feel like that that early. I feel like hearing all the talk, even coming from me low key, like hearing all the talk, hearing all the talk, talking a little crazy. Not even a little crazy. I don't think I've been talking crazy. I don't even like.
No. But like but
I
like
still think
the dishes
I still think Patrick Mahomes is one of them ones that guys have his left. You know, that's another video. That's our first podcast. But I see Patrick Mahomes having a big bounce back year, even though he's Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's gonna have like a 40 touchdowns, 4,000, maybe 5,000 type year. Have less than 10 steps, make less mistakes. Well, I feel like Travis Kelce's gonna have a big year, even though I've been talking crazy. Travis Kelce's gonna have him a big year. I feel like Xavier Worthy's gonna take that next step. Marquise Brown is gonna be healthy. Like you said, bro, like their offensive line is probably gonna be better. They drafted Josh Simmons. Um, there's gonna be a lot of other factors that are gonna help Patrick Mahomes play better this year, and if Rasheed Price comes back on that time like he was gonna be on last year. It might but another pick I would pick could also be depending on how their team plays. I would say Joe Burrow. That's my boy. Joe Burrow, if they could get like 10 wins and Joe Burrow put up the same production that he did last year, if Joe Burrow and them won 11 games last year, Josh Allen, let's be real. Like it would have been Lamar or Joe. That would have been the conversation. It would have been Lamar or Joe. Like cut it out. And I feel like if Joe's team they signed Trey Hendrickson to a year deal, they got him back at least for this year. If they could get that defense to work a little bit, and then that offense stays explosive as it is, Joe Burrow can take it.
Okay. I'm just saying, we did this 3 years ago when he lost Tyreek. People started talking crazy about my boy not making the playoffs. Is the Chargers gonna overthrow the Chiefs? We do this every time. Yes, Quadri, stop. You had them going 10-7 3 years ago. I remember the talks, bro. No, we do this every time. Why we keep talking about this boy like he don't show y'all year again, bro? It's 1-5, like it's 1-5, nigga. I'm tired of this shit, yo. He gonna show you. He gonna get off. He gonna get off Friday. He gonna get off, nigga. Over on them touchdowns, boy. He get off on niggas, bro. I'm trying to tell niggas, bro. I can't wait about the games. Now we gonna go over our games review. We gonna go over all. I was trying to count. I think it's all 32,
Yeah, it should
right?
be.
Yeah, all 32.
It should be 16 games.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with the Thursday, then we got a Friday night game, then go to the 1 o'clocks, the 4 o'clocks, then the 8, then the one on Monday night. The first Thursday night game starting off is Dallas versus Philly. Quadri, what's your predictions? How I think the game's gonna go?
I think it's gonna be more competitive than people think it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a dogfight. It's a divisional game. It's the first game of the season. The Cowboys not just gonna come out here and get blown. Y'all got them messed up. The Eagles also lost some pieces on their D line. Their D line is less deep than it was last year. They don't have Josh Sweat. They don't have Milton Williams, but they still have dogs up there. But like, it's just not as deep. They're not gonna be running that same rotation that they was last year. Um, I mean, that defense is still gonna be good, of course, but I think it's gonna be closer than people think. But I still feel it does. That Cowboys defense ain't holding nothing. I don't care about like DeRon Bland and Trayvon Diggs. They're great corners, but they they got Saquon Barkley and like they're not gonna stop no type of run. They finna run. Saquon finna go for 150.
Barbecue chicken, man. I got it's about to be bad, y'all. I'm gonna keep it honest. Like, Kenny Clark ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, like, bro, they played Green Bay twice last year. Saquon cooked. They cooked. Saquon had
Yeah,
100 back to the playoff game in the first white, bro. Like, Kenny Clark and the D tackle's already bad. Nancy Smith trash. Now I got no pass rush, really? Y'all got to trust Donovan Izaraku and James Houston? Like, no. Against that Eagles offensive line, like, bro, Hurts not gonna get touch. And like, oh, Jerry. Like, Jerry's so petty, bro. I'm not gonna pay Micah. We gonna play Devon Bland that had one good year. Really, one. It's cause them picks. Cause he had like 6 pick sixes, one good year. He's gonna give him 92 mil, but he can give Micah 42, 44. That's all I don't get, yo. Like, bro, are we serious? Like, no, I just don't like. The offense is gonna be good though, but like, I feel like it's gonna be like a 21. Like, I feel like the Eagles might pull up 40. I'm gonna keep it honest. Like, the Eagles offense that good, I feel like they might put up like 38, 35. I feel like it could be like a 35-17, 35-21 game. I feel like Dak is gonna score, but like even so, like when you said like they lost the pieces on defense, but they gained more depth in the linebackers with Jahad Campbell, so that through rotation with Kobe Dean, Zach
He healthy?
Bonds, and
Is Jahad healthy?
yeah, the
I thought I seen some.
person that wasn't healthy was on the Kobe Dean. He got hurt last year. Jahad's playing. Yeah, and
Good for him.
also with Cooper Dream, Keron Mitchell. Also, they got that corner off the Raiders. I forgot his name, but also got Reed. I feel like their deep like they yes, they lost some depth off in the D line, but they got more in the linebackers in the secondary. So I really feel like the Eagles gonna just show why they won the Super Bowl and why they are one of the best teams in the league. So a Friday night game, you want me to do it? I didn't know you had it up.
The Friday game is the Chiefs versus the Chargers.
You know who I got,
We already went.
huh?
We ain't got to hear your spiel again, bro. We already know who's gonna win.
But like
Because I'm not big.
I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna like
I'm Chargers. If you see this, I'm not big on the Chargers, and I'm standing on that. You know who I'm talking to. But I don't. I'm not big on the Chargers. I think the Chiefs gonna come in. Are they going to
no, they're
Kansas
in
City?
Germany. I think no, they in like
Well, they're
wherever there was the Eagles played.
Chiefs gonna go to Germany and they finna boy they finna
It's gonna
they
be
finna cook. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got the Chiefs.
and Quadri cut me off, but I got the Chiefs also. I just really don't feel like it's not going to like it's going like cause there's a division rival, but like I just don't. I just feel like Mahomes got something to prove, and like the Chargers, they're a good team, but like I feel like it's gonna be closer than people think because there is just a divisional game. But I feel like the Chiefs will still win this game, so I got the Chiefs.
All right. Next game is Dolphins Colts
Dolphins, Colts.
at, at I think all of the yeah at Indiana.
Mm, I got Miami. Basically, just like because I don't want Dan Jones to play. I'm gonna just keep it honest. Like I'm not hating on the Colts. I just don't want him to play. But also, I just feel like Tua is gonna get back into it. Tyreek Hill, and they got the edge rushers back. I'm higher than D line, but I just feel like Miami's just gonna outscore Indianapolis. I feel like their offense would just be better than the Colts defense. Really don't got not much to say. I just feel Miami's gonna offense is gonna push them over the edge because the offense. I just don't trust Daniel Jones. That's what it is. So I got the Dolphins winning. You?
Um, mm, I think I'm gonna have the Colts like squeezing it up. I think it's gonna be an ugly game. I think the Colts defense hold down that Dolphins offense. Um, I think it's gonna be real ugly on both sides. I feel like it's gonna be both scoring. Um, I feel like Jones is gonna show like why he shouldn't be a starter,
Yeah.
and but they're also really good. But I got the Colts winning this in an ugly like 17-14, 21 win. I feel like that be what it is. I'm not really that. Ain't nobody watching that unless you're from Miami.
Nah.
But the next game at 1 o'clock is Steelers at New York Jets.
I mean, I'm a Steelers fan. I got the Steelers though. I feel like the Jets is not that good in my opinion. I do feel like Justin Fields. I feel like Fields is gonna have a good game though. Like I feel like Fields might go a little crazy just because like going against his old team, but I feel like Fields gonna pull it out. I just I just hope. I mean, I have trust in Aaron Rodgers. You switch it back
Uh-huh.
around, but I have Aaron Rodgers. You got DK, Caleb Johnson, Jalen Warren. That Steelers defense is still good, so I feel like mm, it's tough. Both teams really ain't that good, but the Steelers are just an overall better team than the Jets, so I got the Jets.
Yeah, I got the Steelers too. I'm not gonna lie. You think Justin's gonna have a good game? I think that's like two bigs. Right? Um, I think that Steelers defense gonna come out guns blazing. I don't know about the Steelers offense, but I don't see the Jets offense really threatening the Steelers defense. And I feel like the Steelers offense can get a little bit going, maybe in the run game with Jalen Warren, who they just extended, and Caleb Johnson, maybe. They can get some stuff going, some deep shots to DK, some checkdowns to the tight ends they got. I feel like they got some stuff to where they can make it happen, but I mean, I don't see them doing nothing crazy. It's not gonna be a crazy performance on either offense, but I feel like the defense of the Steelers show up because they got a lot of talent. And I got it. I think that's gonna be like 24 and 24-13. I don't think that's gonna I think Justin gonna 2 picks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Crazy, bro.
Jake Mike gonna be smashing his ass, bro. He gonna get cooked.
I hope Justin does good because I did want Justin to stay, and
And Justin's my boy.
yeah, I really did want Justin to stay, but I get it though. Now we
Uh
have
the Panthers at Jacksonville.
this one. I got the Panthers. I'm high on that offense. I feel like the defense is gonna show out too. I just feel like Bryce Young is gonna be a game early. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a exciting game actually. We're gonna see Ted versus Travis, Travis versus JC, being MBTJ. I feel like it's gonna both offices is really gonna show like how good they really are. I feel like they're both getting underlooked really, but I can see I see Bryce Young pulling it off. So I got the Panthers. It's gonna be a close game though, but I got the edge out to the Panthers. I'm gonna get my Charger because my compare about the guy. But you can talk.
All right. Um I got the Jaguars. I know you high on the Panthers. I'm not really. I mean, I'm high on the Panthers. I'm high on Bryce Young. I'm high on their young offense. And I think the game is going to be competitive. But I'm high on the Jaguars. I'm way higher on the Jaguars than that. I think it's going to be a little high scoring, semi high scoring game. I think 24, pretty close. I think the Jaguars will put out, come out, have have him starts his breakout year again because he broke out earlier, but he kind of regressed. So he's gonna have that breakout season again for where he comes out and he goes. So I got Jags. Uh,
Did you talk or nah?
yeah, I did.
All right, cool. Who's your pick?
The Jaguars. I got the Jags because I don't think they like I'm high on the Jaguars. I said that I
Yeah.
think they went into the division. So I think the Jaguars gonna do their thing and I think the Jaguars gonna Trevor Lawrence gonna come out and have his little breakout again, like he
Breakout.
already had.
Year 6, talk about some breakout. Man, get this out my face, yo. I'm a Trev
Bruh,
guy,
Trevor
yo.
Lawrence
Breakout.
Trevor Lawrence had all year 6. It's year 5.
Talk about you gonna have a breakout again. Bruh, what you mean, bruh? Like,
Trevor has all the talent in the world. He just got to put it together, and I feel like he's gonna do it. I feel like he got weapons. He got Trav. He got Deion. He got ETJ. Let's lock in. And that defense, and the talk about, bro. I think it's gonna be like 28-24. I think it's gonna be close. I think the Panthers gonna be competitive. Don't think they're gonna win this game.
I have
The next game, uh, Cardinals at New Orleans.
this is an easy one. Arizona should take this by a mile. The Saints suck. Saints are not good, really. Like this is like they need to win this game. Like if this is a close game, it's just like come on, Cardinals. Like this shouldn't be a close game at all. Cardinals should really just win this game, take over the game, shout out their offense and then defense. I feel like it's not gonna be a close game. So I got Arizona.
I got Arizona too. I'm an Arizona hater though. You know, I'm a Seahawks fan. So I don't think it'll be too good, but Arizona should win this game. The Saints are dang near the worst team in the league at this point. So Arizona should come out with that dub easily. If they're- that's the next game is Giants at Commanders.
Mm. You go Q?
I think this game gonna be a little bit more competitive than people think. You know, the Giants aren't the best team, but that defensive line, that front seven
Yeah.
at least look pretty like they look like they look pretty tenacious over there. Like they finna come over there and just crazy. Um, they're gonna get after Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels gonna do his thing though. He's gonna pull it out. Russell Wilson's a veteran quarterback. He's gonna rally the troops. He's gonna have Malik Neighbors looking good out there. He's gonna make sure the offense looks at least solid. They're not gonna look as bad as they looked last year. Where forget who they started. What, Daniel Jones? Did they start the season with Daniel Jones?
Yeah, then he got
But
no.
they they're not gonna look as bad as they looked last year.
Yeah,
Didn't
it
last
did.
year like and then they get beat like 30 like
Yeah.
on Monday. That was crazy. But
Yeah, it was.
they not as bad as they did last year. I think they're gonna come through. Brian Dable gonna have his team well prepared. They got a lot of energy, so they're gonna come through and make it competitive. But I got the command.
I mean, as what Quadri said, I don't feel like it's gonna be a blowout. But I feel it won't be a close game either. I mean, it depends how you define close. I feel it might be like a 10 to 14 point like margin. I feel like Washington should win this, like not comfortably, but like they should just like. I mean, yes, they have a good defense, the Giants, but their offense is just we don't know how it's going to look really. But I feel like I have Washington winning this. Their offense, I feel like Daniel's going to do good. Terry's back, he got paid, so now I really think Washington's really going to take off and make the playoffs. So I got Washington Commanders.
All right, the next game is the Buccaneers at the Falcons.
Mm. I got Atlanta. I'm high on Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta is gonna show a lot of people this year. They're gonna easily be 11 to 12 win team. I feel like Michael Penix gonna do good with Drake London. B. John's gonna show out. You got I feel like the defense is young too. They're gonna show out too, but Walker, James Pierce, the other Billy and Bowen, AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates. I feel like that defense really gonna show out too. Then good offensive line. Darn the movie's gonna show out. I just feel like it's gonna be a very good game. Good opener. It's gonna be a close game though. Bucks really never always Bucks always gonna keep it close. But I feel like the Falcons will pull it out though. Quadra?
Yeah, it's gonna be a tight divisional matchup, but I got the Falcons pulling it out too. I think that offense gonna be too explosive. I think that defense is gonna hold it down. I think the rookie's gonna surprise us. I think Jalen and James Pierce gonna have a big game. Um, maybe not James Pierce because he's going against Tristan Wirfs, but I think Jalen gonna have a big game. I think them DBs are gonna lock some stuff up. Mecca might have a big game too. Baker might. I feel like Baker gonna make a little bit too many mistakes, and the Falcons gonna squeeze it out. The next game is Bengals at Browns.
Q?
I got Cincinnati. The Bengals I mean, not the Browns are starting Joe Flacco, and I mean, like that's probably the best quarterback they have right now, but that's an issue. Um, they don't really have much going on the offensive side. Even if they can take advantage of that Bengals defense, I don't think it's going to be my much. I feel like the Bengals are finally going to start out strong this year. You know, they start slow every year. I feel like they're finally going to start out strong this year. They played Joe and Jamar in the preseason. They played all their guys in the preseason. I feel like on purpose so they can start out strong, get in a better rhythm. Their offense is going to be too explosive for that Browns defense. This might be a blowout. I got like Bengals putting up like 31 to like 30.
I got the Bengals also. What Quadri did say, I feel like that's the reason they did play their starters more in the preseason, just because last few seasons they just been rusty to start the season. They warm up around midseason. I feel like just give like your ones both offense and defense, just like the feel getting back into rhythm and stuff like that. But how I've seen for the last 3 years is they just always struggle in the first couple of weeks. But the Browns are just not a good offense. They're just not a good team in general. So I feel like Bengals should win this comfortably. They are because their offense is explosive. So I think they will pull up over 30 points also as well. So I got the Bengals.
All right. This is the last 1 o'clock game for the schedule, and it is the Vegas Raiders at New England.
Mm. Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I go. This is probably. the toughest game in the 1 o'clock schedule to see who wins and loses, in my opinion. Both younger, upcoming teams have a lot to prove. But I have New England on this one. I feel like the Mike Vrabel era will begin with a W. Drake May gonna have a good game. Trevor Henderson, Chico, you can play him anywhere. Great return, just a specialist on the field anyway. I feel like Stephon Diggs gonna have a good game. Is he playing? Is he
Should
on
be.
track to play?
Should be.
Okay. If Stephon's there, I feel like Drake May's gonna have a good sophomore campaign to start with. The defense is good. They did just release Peppers. I don't know why, but they did. Kyle Duggar, Christian Gonzalez, Conter Davis. So I feel like New England's gonna edge it out by a little bit. It's gonna be a good game. I feel like it's gonna be the best 1 o'clock game, but I still got the Patriots edging it out.
The best 1 o'clock game. I think the Bucks Falcons could contend for that. Maybe the Commanders Giants, but this probably has the potential to be the best 1 o'clock game that goes on. And I'm gonna disagree with you, and I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I think the Raiders are gonna be able to run the ball very well. I think they're gonna show off their number 6 overall pick out the gate. Actually, they're gonna let him know. They're gonna give him 25, 30 touches first game. You know how Pete Carroll like to do. He liked that kind of running back. You know, he had Marshawn Lynch in his past. You know, Carroll going. He has familiar guys on his team. He got Geno Smith running the offense, and I feel like Geno's not going to make a lot of mistakes. And Drake might make more because he is still fresh. He's raw. He's a raw guy. He has a lot of talent, but I just feel like the Raiders are going to make less mistakes and they're going to pull out the win. All right,
I agree with that. So now we got the 425s.
the first 4 o'clock game at 4:05. It is the 49ers.
No, what I got? I got San Francisco. Seattle suck. Seattle's not good at all. I'm not really high on Sam Darnold. The offense is okay. They got a good young defense, but I don't know how they really gonna look in the regular season. I feel like they might start off the defense might start off a little bit rusty. Not rusty, but like just not to a good start because this is a very young defense. But I feel like they will improve later on in the season. But I'm just not big on their offense. Yeah, I know San Francisco defense ain't as good, but I'm just not really big on Seattle's offense. I feel like Brock Purdy, Kittle, and C-Mac is going to come back, have some good games. So I got San Francisco winning this one. Not comfortably. I feel it's going to be a close game, but I still got San Francisco.
You know, I love that doubt. I
Y'all
love that
not
shit.
winning. Y'all
I
not
love
winning
that,
those quadrants.
bro.
Mr.
At
11 wins for San Francisco. I'm just saying.
Seattle with the 12, we not getting swept. I'm big on San Fran, man. I don't get none of that bullshit, bro. Seattle, we got a new revamped offense. We run the ball a lot more. You've seen how we was playing in the preseason. You've seen how our offensive line was
Your
looking.
offense got worse. Like, yeah,
Fucking, you seen how our offensive line was looking. Seen how we was run blocking. You see what type of offense we own. And you gonna sit here and tell me you gonna doubt a Mike McDonald defense at home with that? With that? I don't think San Fran has the necessities to stop our run game, and Sam Darnold's not going to get unleashed out the gate. And even if he does, we have JSN and Cooper Cup, two great safety blankets at minimum. And I feel like it's going to be close. The 49ers always a tough play for us. We're going to pull that out, bro. At home, you tripping. 1-0.
bro, you the same person that's in San Francisco winning
1-0.
11 games.
I do. I got them still winning 11 games. 1-0. They're going to start on 1 though. And we're going to be 1-0.
Bro,
Next game.
for them to go 11-6, they got to sweep Seattle. I mean, like,
Next game.
who is the Rams?
It's the
Or
Titans at
what you say?
Denver.
Okay. I got Denver winning this one. I mean, it's gonna be a good game to watch, but I feel like Broncos going comfortably. They got a great defense. They could potentially be one of the great defenses in the league. Also, their offense is not the best, but it's still a good offense. But I feel like the defense really gonna show out this game. With Sertan, Nick Bonito, got Ufunga, Burren, Greenlaw. I feel like and Zach Allen. I feel like the defense really gonna show out this game. It's gonna be a very good watch. So I got Denver win this game. But I feel like Kent Warriors still gonna have a decent game, but this is one of the best defenses in the league. So I got Denver.
I got Denver too. I feel like it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be too competitive. I think the Titans are gonna be a competitive team. I think that defense is just gonna swarm Cam Ward out the gate. It's gonna be too crazy for him. It's gonna be too much for him to handle. Gonna be a lot going on, and the Broncos are gonna force a lot of turnovers, and that offense is gonna pick up where they left off last season. Get closer like they was last season. Marvin Mims, what else? Portland Sutton, Evan Ingram there now. Bo Nix is gonna take a little jump this year. I feel like the Broncos are gonna win this game. Next, this might be it. The Detroit Lions at Green Bay.
You go, Q.
I, I got the Packers. I ain't gonna lie. In our record predictions for the NFC, I had the Packers being low. I think I had them as the fourth seed in the
Yeah, Evans. That's
NFC.
the fourth.
North. I had the fourth, but man, that
Yeah.
was before they got. That was before they got. And I think Micah might be questionable for this game, but if he plays, I have the Packers. I I got the Packers. The Lions lost some significant pieces on their offensive line. They lost Frank Ragnow, probably the best center in the NFL. He retired. I think it's gonna be mad competitive. Of course it is. It's the Lions versus the Packers, and the Packers are gonna do their thing. I mean, the Lions are gonna do their thing. Jameer Gibbs gonna get off. Amon Ra gonna get off. Jared Goff gonna do his thing. But I feel like the Packers are just gonna have too much firepower on defense. They might create some turnovers. And that offense, Jordan Love can get himself together. And Matt LaFleur can team up that defense. I feel like it's gonna be something special to watch. And I feel like the two new coordinators for the Lions is gonna be a little bit of like a welcome game. Like they just got here, they haven't called a real NFL game yet. It'll be a little bit of a struggle for them to really call the game without Ben Johnson, without Aaron Glenn. And I feel like the Packers gonna take to win this game.
This is a very close game, but I feel like I still got the Lions pulling it out just because I'm really not high on the Packers offense, but I feel like the defense really gonna show out. I feel like Mike is gonna have a good game. Also, like with the Packers, one other problems is the corners are not good really. So I feel like they're really gonna take threat of that really with Amra. I feel like he's in J Mo. I feel like really gonna take some good deep shots this game just because the corners ain't as good as it was last year with Jair's out there. But I feel like it's gonna be a very close game. I can either see two teams win this out, but I got the Packers. It's gonna be a close game. I feel like it'll be like a 3-point touchdown game, like last. It depends on like the last drive type. So, but I got the Lions edging it out though. It's gonna be a great game though. Probably might be game of the week.
At Green Bay,
Is that Green Bay too? Ooh, that crowd gonna be hype for Michael, boy. Ooh, mm. It's gonna be good.
but the next game also has potential to be game of the week. But I mean, we got the Houston Texans at LA, the Rams. All right.
I got the
I feel
Rams.
like
I mean, oh,
yeah,
I thought you went last time, didn't you?
yeah, I did.
I got the Rams this game, kind of comfortably too. I mean, I did say Houston's gonna win the AFC East, no AFC South, but I feel like the Rams can arguably be the best team in the NFC this year. I feel like Matt Stafford, Devontae, Puka. I feel like that tandem's really gonna put up some good numbers against a very good defense in Houston. But I feel like the reason Houston will lose this game is because of the bad offensive line play and how great the Rams D line is. I feel like they're gonna get after CJ, get after that weak offensive line. But I still feel like with that problem, so I feel like the Rams gonna take it just because I feel like they just can't block that Rams D line. So I got the Rams taking this one. Q?
Yeah, man, I got the Rams too. Games are won in the trenches. Texans ain't got it. At least on the side. That defense gonna do some dirty work, but that offense and Jared Verse gonna kill them boys. Them two Brandon Fisk gonna kill them. That whole D line finna work that whole offensive line. It's gonna be like the Vikings game. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that the
It's
Brandon Fisk,
CJ
yeah, they're gonna Kobe
Stroud,
Toner.
that, that offense might get a few explosive touchdowns, but CJ Stroud gonna be in hell. He gonna be running for his life. That Texans defense might be what keeps them in the game, but I still got the Rams pulling it out. I just don't see. And then Joe Mixon's not playing. I just don't see. I just don't see the Texans offense doing enough. Even though they could
I forgot
surprise me,
Mixon
but
not playing.
I just don't see it. That was the last 4 o'clock game, so midwinter game. We get Sunday. Open play on Sunday night. Got the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson
Yep.
going down there to Buffalo playing the Bills. Josh
Where
Allen,
they playing now? Baltimore or Buffalo?
Buffalo.
Mm.
Either way, I got the Ravens.
Yeah.
Lamar gonna come back, get his get back. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. You seen the rankings come out of the top 100 by the players. The players agree with me with the quarterbacks come to. When it comes to the quarterbacks, I had Lamar, I had Josh, I had Pat, and then I had Joe. That's the exact order the players had it. So if you want to argue with me, argue with the player. But I got Lamar coming out winning this game. Derrick Henry's still that guy. Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. Their offense is going to be explosive. They got Zay Flowers now. And we know what happened the last time they had Zay Flowers in the regular season. Then they
No,
blow them boys
the
out.
last time they ran the ball, that's what happened. Derrick Henry ran for 200. Last time, when they remember they have a top two run back in the backfield, they can win games. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Shit.
They gonna do that this time. That defense gonna get after Josh. Josh gonna do his thing. Josh always gonna do his. Josh is Josh. Josh Allen is Josh Allen. But I I see the Ravens just pulling this out. I see the Ravens might even like win in a little bit of a dominant fashion. It might be a little bit of a like 10-point game. Like the Ravens won and they won convincingly. Like we're better than y'all. I feel like that's what it is, and I feel like the Ravens pull that out. This could decide some rankings at the end of the season too.
Yeah. Whoever gets that first seed to it. Yeah. So I got the Ravens too. I got the winning not comfortably, but like I just feel like that defense improved a lot this year with Malachi Starks, Jay Alexander. Also, say Flowers is back, and I feel like they will use their carry in the run game. As of like last year, I don't feel like it's gonna be like how it was last year, week 3, because I feel like Josh Allen is just gonna have a good game too. But I feel like it's gonna be like a comfortable Ravens win, around 14 to 10 points. Because I really feel like that defense really gonna show out just with the new pieces they got. So I feel like defense really gonna show out and just have a great game. So I got the Baltimore Ravens winning this one. Now we get into the last game of the week 1. Chicago versus Minnesota. Quadra at
At Chicago,
Chicago, right?
mm-hmm, it's gonna be a tough one because we're both high on the Bears. We're both a little lower on the Vikings. You know, I got the Bears. I got the Bears. I got the Bears winning this game. I'm a big believer in the Vikings roster. The Vikings roster as a whole is low key one of the best in the league. It's just it's just that quarterback variable that holds me back from thinking of them as a 9-8 win team to a playoff team. Depending on how JJ McCarthy plays, that's gonna really determine their season. feel like in his first game they'll play, it's gonna be a struggle, even against the Bears defense, who isn't anything crazy, but like it's his first NFL game. The Bears defense is formidable. They can get stops. I feel like it's gonna look a little ugly for his first game. Like he's gonna make mistakes. I feel like Caleb's gonna come out and have him a little performance. He's gonna have him a little breakout. You know, the right defense might shut that down. It might be a little ugly on both sides, but I see the Bears
Yeah.
pulling it out ahead. His first game.
So for me, I feel like this is going to be a closer game than people think, but I still got Chicago winning just because of like the experience of JJ McCarthy. I don't know how well it's going to play, how well, like how much of the playbook is going to be open for him. For like example, how like with rookie QBs, for example, if you watch the Notre Dame game against Miami, with Morgan Freeman. Like he wasn't. They opened the offense for the QB. Always a bunch of screen passes, under passes. Not really opening the offense because like it's a new quarterback going against a very good team in Miami. So I feel like I don't know. It just depends how much they trust JJ McCarthy with the playbook, how much they will open up the playbook for him. But if they do that, it might be a whole different game, really. But I still feel like Chicago's going to win with the Ben Johnson offense. I feel like Caleb's going to have a great game. Just shot with that sophomore start. And just like it really just depends on JJ McCarthy, really. If JJ McCarthy plays good, and if he plays good all season, Vikings could really be second best team in the NFC North again. But it really just depends. It really just depends on JJ McCarthy. But I'm high on Caleb Williams. I feel Caleb Williams will have a great game. That defense is good enough to maintain that Minnesota offense. So I got Chicago winning this game.
All right, and that's the pod. John, you got anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to go over for the NFL season? It's the first. It's gonna be the first
Not really.
in a minute to where we don't have no NFL football. It's the last time. We gotta go do it. Start on Thursday. It's the start of a great season. It's gonna be here for 6 months. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be recording pods every week. Probably gonna do previews for games every week. Discuss the major games that happened last, the major storylines. We're gonna do all that. If you enjoyed this podcast, drop a like, subscribe. Let us know what you think about our opinions in the comments. Our socials gonna be up top, down bottom. John, you got anything you want to say before we dip?
Quick thing I want to say we are trying to get these episodes out because we're gonna try and get this out Wednesday because the first game's tomorrow. So like starting back on like regular week, we'll probably start talking. We probably like it's like for example, this next episode after this one will probably be out Tuesday because the Monday night's game would be the last game. So we would try to record it like that Monday night or possibly that Tuesday and probably try to get it out Tuesday or Wednesday so we can talk about the next week's games and what happened the last week's and just get everything covered. That's really all I really got to
Yeah.
say.
Weekly episodes dropping. We're gonna be dropping weekly. Like I said, socials up now. I think Instagram up, TikTok down. That's how we do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hey, if you like the video, like I said, like, subscribe.
Peace. Ugh.